Good evening, or perhaps good morning. Time is a bit relative in this room. We are building together. If you are listening to this, it means you have decided to pause. In a world that constantly demands you to sprint, you have chosen to stop, to breathe, and to unclench your jaw. That is a small act of rebellion, and I commend you for it. Please make yourself comfortable. Adjust the pillow under your head. Pull the duvet up a little higher. Let the tension in your shoulders melt away like ice in warm water. Welcome to the very first session of Living-ology. You might be wondering, what exactly is Living-ology? Well, think back to your years in school. We spent thousands of hours studying biology, the study of life's mechanism. We studied geology, the study of the earth. We even studied sociology, the study of how we group together. But strangely, we never really had a class on living. We were never handed a syllabus on how to actually navigate the day-to-day experience of being a human in a complex world. We were taught how to calculate the area of a triangle, but not how to calculate the emotional cost of a toxic relationship. We were taught the dates of ancient wars, but not how to find peace in a noisy open-plan office. Living-ology is that missing curriculum. It is an interdisciplinary exploration, a weaving together of psychology, philosophy, kinesiology, finance, aesthetics, and even a bit of computer science. Our goal is not to stuff your brain with facts so you can pass a test. Our goal is to upgrade your operating system. We want to take you from the standard version of existence to the plus version. And what is the plus version? It is not about becoming a billionaire or a monk. It is not about perfection. It is simply you, but with a bit more clarity. You, but with a little less friction. You, sleeping better, thinking clearer, and feeling a little more at home in your own skin. So let us look at the syllabus for this journey. We are going to explore life through three distinct lenses. The first lens is the biological machine. That is you, the hardware. The second lens is the psychological software. That is your mind, the operating system. And the third lens is the interface. That is how you connect with the world around you, your money, your environment, your digital life. Let's start with the hardware, the biological machine. We treat our bodies in very strange ways. We treat them like rental cars that we are trying to return with the gas tank empty. We ignore the check engine lights until smoke starts coming out of the hood. In Living-ology, we look at the body not as a tool to be forced, but as a habitat to be maintained. Take sleep, for instance. That is why many of you are here right now. Sleep is not just a pause button. It is a maintenance cycle. There is a concept in biology called the circadian rhythm. It is a beautiful, ancient internal clock that aligns us with the rotation of the planet. But in our modern world, we fight it. We stare into the blue light of our screens at midnight, essentially screaming at our brains that it is high noon. We are jet-lagged without ever getting on a plane. In future sessions, we will talk about the vagus nerve. Think of it as a superhighway connecting your brain to your gut. It is the brake pedal for your stress response. We will learn how simple things, humming, deep breathing, or even splashing cold water on your face can hack this system, telling your body the tiger is gone, you are safe. Now, let's look at the second lens, the psychological software. Have you ever noticed that your brain is like a very enthusiastic but slightly paranoid personal assistant? It is constantly trying to protect you, but its threat detection software is outdated. It treats an unread email with the same severity as a predator in the bushes. In this module, we will borrow heavily from philosophy and psychology. You have probably noticed a resurgence of stoicism lately. It is everywhere on social media. Why is a philosophy from 2,000 years ago trending on TikTok? Because the core message is the antidote to our modern anxiety. Differentiate between what you can control and what you cannot. We suffer more in imagination than in reality. We script entire arguments in the shower that never happen. We worry about catastrophes that never arrive. We will also discuss the concept of friction design. This is a term from user experience design, but we apply it to habits. If you want to stop doom scrolling, you do not need more willpower. You need more friction. You put the phone in another room. If you want to read more, you reduce the friction. You leave the book open on the pillow. We often think we are lazy when in reality, we are just poorly designed. And finally, the third lens, the interface. This is where Living-ology gets very practical. We will talk about money, but not about stock tips. We will talk about the psychology of spending. Have you ever heard of the Diderot effect? It is that phenomenon where buying one new, nice pair of shoes makes your old jeans look terrible, so you buy new jeans. Then your shirt looks old, so you buy a new shirt. Suddenly, you have replaced your whole wardrobe because of one pair of shoes. Understanding these loops helps us step out of them. We will talk about aesthetics, not just art, but the environment you live in. Why does a cluttered room make you feel tired? Because your brain is constantly processing the visual noise. We will look at how architecture and light affect your cortisol levels, and we will touch on the digital world. We are living in the attention economy. Your focus is the most valuable commodity on earth, and there are supercomputers in Silicon Valley designed to mine it. We will learn how to reclaim our attention, how to be indistractable, and how to use technology as a tool rather than being used by it. Now, I want you to take a deep breath, inhale, and exhale. Think about why you are here. Maybe you feel like you are always rushing. Maybe you feel like you are quiet quitting on your own life, just going through the motions. Or maybe you are just tired. The philosophy of Living-ology is that you do not need to overhaul your entire life overnight. That is a recipe for failure. We believe in the power of the marginal gain, just 1% better, 1% more sleep, 1% more gratitude, 1% less reaction to anger. I want to leave you with a thought for tonight. In game theory, there is a distinction between finite games and infinite games. A finite game has a clear beginning and end, like a football match. The goal is to win, but life is an infinite game. The goal isn't to win, the goal is to keep playing, to keep learning, to keep upgrading to that plus version of yourself. We are going to cover so much ground in this series. We will talk about the concept of Wu Wei from the East, the art of effortless action, flowing like water around obstacles rather than crashing into them. We will talk about the science of flow states, where time disappears because you are so immersed in what you are doing. We will even discuss why looking at a fractal pattern in nature, like the leaves of a fern or the branches of a tree, physically calms your brain waves. But for now, the lesson is simple. The lesson is rest. There is a term in computer science called defragmentation. When a computer's hard drive gets messy, files are scattered, and it runs slow. You run a defrag to organize the data, to tidy up the house. Sleep is your biological defragmentation. It is when your brain files away the memories of the day, cleans out the toxins, and prepares for tomorrow. So let us start that process. I want you to imagine a whiteboard in your mind. Written on it is every email you didn't answer, every headline that worried you, every awkward thing you said. Now, imagine a soft eraser. Wipe it clean, top to bottom, left to right. It is all gone. Just clean, white space. If you found value in this introduction to Living-ology, I invite you to join us for the full course. You know the drill, like, share, subscribe to the channel. It helps us keep the lights on in this virtual lecture hall. And if you are still awake, or for tomorrow morning, check out the blog post linked below. We have a little quiz. They're a diagnostic tool to help you figure out which of the three, lens, is body, mind, or interface, needs your attention first. But that is for later. Right now, there is nothing to do, no one to be. The lecture is over. The campus is quiet. You are safe. You are learning. You are upgrading, even while you sleep. Good night, class. Sleep well. 需要我帮你把这份开篇讲稿